Hey everyone, it's Brennan the Paleo Dude back with a really exciting video. I am going to unbox the new Dino Escape Ocean Protector Mosasaurus. This is one of the first unboxing videos ever of this figure, so I hope you guys really enjoy it. I'm going to try to be as thorough and in-depth as possible, and we're going to be taking our first look at how this tail articulation works. So let's get this bad boy or girl out of the box. But beforehand, let's analyze it real quick. We've got the Ocean Protector's symbol on here with what it's made out of. So you can see the tail and the flippers are made from 1 pound of ocean-bound plastic. So this is plastic that's going to eventually end up in the ocean, but instead is used to create the tail and the flippers, from what I believe from all the pictures and logos here on the back as well, of this figure. So this is great that Mattel took this initiative to help remove this waste or stop this waste from going into the ocean, and it's a really cool gimmick to have it incorporated into the Mosasaurus figure of all figures. Really neat, and I really love the name as well. You can see it's got Camp Cretaceous logos on the back, but on the front and sides it has Dino Escape logos as well as Camp Cretaceous. So you can see the characters are on the side, the Netflix branding's on it, Darius, the rest of the characters, and Blue as well. That is really neat. There's the bottom too. So let's dive right in. So first off, there's these little thingies holding the mouth in. So I wonder, now that we have those removed, if we'll be able to just yank it out. I don't think so. So we'll be going through this side. We'll cut this little piece. Now this is really interesting. I think it's come out in other places as well, but I don't know why no one's reviewed it yet. I do see some pieces holding it in. I think they're rope. So I got this guy, or this figure, while I was, on vacation, so I'm currently doing it in the hotel room. But luckily, I can still upload and keep you guys informed, which is great. There's one more holding that in. I'll try and get it through the back. This is like operation right now. I got it, so it's cut. And I'm really digging the color on this figure. It's fantastic. It's nice to get it in a darker shade for once. Thinking I can get it better from this angle. And when I was looking, there's two of these figures, one of which it had the lighter splotches you see along the figure. These tiny little dots, had a lot of them sprayed on the head. So I'm guessing that paint job's slightly randomized. We'll go through the back. And there we go. Here's the main body portion of the Mosasaurus, and the rest of the parts are attachable like the original one. It's got a blue eye on both sides, and the inside of the mouth is kind of like this skin color, peachy-like color. The jaw and the body are two different plastics, I think. The head's still kind of squishy. It's got that rubbery feel just like the original Mosa did, but it's got that more darker colors on the body. I like that transition as well. It's been sprayed up to highlight those scales really nicely. So now let's get the rest of the pieces out. Okay, this is really interesting. So these pieces in the original Mosasaurus, they came in plastic bags to keep them all together, but now they're just slotted underneath in cardboard, which I'm guessing is to aim and reduce plastic in the packaging as well, as seen as the gimmick is made from recycled ocean plastic. So that's really cool that these actually are not encased in plastic bags, but rather just loose in there. The material, so the recycled plastic, it feels a lot different from the original Mosasaur fins and flippers. It's got a slightly slippery feel to it, but a more solid plastic. The original ones were a little bit more bendy, but these guys are plastic. here's the tail gimmick, like everyone wanted to see. I've been getting a lot of asks for how this works. So it's on a ball joint, a hinge joint. So it's not, you can't rotate it side to side or around in a circle, but you can rotate it side to side like that. And it's actually pretty stiff, so it stays in whatever position you pose it in, which is really interesting. This looks to be articulated. I don't think this is articulated. No, I think this is, yeah, this is glued in place. I thought this was going to be articulated in some way, but this seam is actually just a seam, and it's glued. So the original tail was actually bendy. This one is not. It's hard plastic, but I can see why, due to the joint. So let's pop that into place. You can see here, this is the slot where it goes into. It has a large hole there, and then this little cork piece that goes into there. So we'll be pushing that in. Sadly, since I'm on vacation, I don't have the original Mosasaurus to compare this to, so I'll be doing that in a later video. So the tail fits in just like that. I have a feeling like this tail might be slightly longer than the original, just by the looks of it, which is really neat. We'll try and get this whole figure into frame. You can see next to the Tyrannosaurus for scale, it's definitely really, really long, but we'll have to see if it's longer than the original or not. So now let's pop these fins into place. We'll consult our little map guide here to see where they fit. So let's see, the first one, number 1, it should say somewhere on here which one's which. Kind of are a bit the same size. So where is number 1? Oh, it says it's on this piece. This peg should have it. This is number 1. So number 1 fits in here. And just like that, there's the first one. So this is number 3. So it fits in here. There's no snapping noise, but you can see it's firm in there. When I try and pull it out, it won't come out. You just gotta apply a little bit of force. This one is 4, so it goes in to the other side. And this one's like that. And then the final one, straighten this out maybe, no. And there you go, there's a little click there. So let's straighten these out. And there we go. We've got all the flippers in, and they actually look really nice. They're slightly darker than the body, if not the same shade. No, they're the same shade. That's actually really neat. So you can see, since the back is smooth and these are smooth, they have a very, very, very similar, if not the same shade. So they fit really well with this figure. They have a similar white dotting pattern on it as well, which the body also has. So again, they make it feel like they're part of the Mosasaurus. And then here's the tail also having that white sort of dotting to it. These are embedded in the plastic, and that gives it a really nice feel as well. So the tail curves at the base where it connects, this hard plastic connector, which connects to the body, and then this is where the tail can wag back and forth. And I don't have water at the moment to test it, but I'm pretty sure this guy can also go in water. There's no metal components to it. It's probably, if not all, plastic. And I don't know, from the looks of it, the tail is slightly longer than the original, which actually gives it a more balanced look. I felt like the tail on the original was a bit too short for the body, but it's nice, that little extra length that I think might be there. Don't take my word for it though. We'll take a look in a later video. So overall, I am absolutely so happy that they redid the Mosasaurus in a darker color, and this plastic use really makes me just so glad that Mattel took that route with this figure among all else, and hopefully we see more recycled plastic in future figures down the road if they decide to do so. that would be fantastic. I can't wait for this guy to hit more shelves, and I can't wait to test it out in future videos. I want to see more comparisons and do more tests like in the water, because this tail wagging feature is really cool. That might be an interesting thing to see in the water if it does propulsion. Now we'll take a look at the scan code on the flipper. So you can see right there, hopefully we can focus. Might need some shade maybe. There we go. Hopefully you guys can get that. If you can't, make sure to leave a comment down below and I'll feature it in a later video with other scan codes. So that is the Ocean Protector Mosasaurus. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, this first-hand look at the figure. And if you guys want to see more videos on it and more videos of it in action, let me know down in the comments. I really appreciate any comments regardless. And if you want to see more content like this, more new Jurassic figures, make sure to follow me and give this video a like. It really helps in the algorithm. Thanks you so much for the support. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye-bye.